If you're new to lifting, or if you've been doing it for a while and you're just not sure if you're organizing your workouts correctly, I'm going to teach you how to do that today. When we're done, you'll have a framework with options that you can use to get started, but you'll also be able to change it over time as you progress. Hi, I'm Tammy from liftingmyspirits.com, and I create resources for women over 40 who want to be stronger and healthier. I'm going to teach you how to organize your lifting workouts, and we are starting now. Okay, let's cover some basics to make sure we're on the same page. Science-based best practices are that you should try to work every major muscle group more than once a week. The major body parts are legs. And when I say legs, I'm talking about quads, hamstrings, and glutes. Your back, chest, shoulders. Some women don't want to train their chest, and I think that's a mistake. This is a major muscle group, and if you're trying to be stronger everywhere, you need to have a balanced approach to that. All right, we have a lot of smaller muscle groups, and to keep in mind that when you are working your bigger muscle groups, you're also hitting your smaller muscle groups. So when I refer to smaller muscle groups, I'm talking about arms, when that would be biceps and triceps. The back of the shoulders are called the rear delts, and the calves. I don't think abs are a small muscle group, but I also don't think of them as a major muscle group. I think working your abs is personal preference, and a lot of people like to do that. But if you brace when you're doing your other exercises, you're already working your core. So beginners should try to do whole body workouts 3 times a week. When I say whole body workouts, I'm talking about the major muscle groups only. You're not going to have time to work every single little muscle group either. But if you hit those big muscle groups, you're going to work the smaller muscle groups, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Intermediate and advanced lifters should try to work each body part twice a week. An intermediate or advanced lifter takes longer to make progress and needs more time to recover. And in case you're not familiar with the term, a split is how you organize your weekly workouts. So beginners are going to do full body workouts 3 times a week. Intermediate and advanced, there's a lot of splits out there for us, but the 2 most common that I see people using are upper-lower splits or push-pull leg splits. Okay, let's get into how to organize. Work your body parts in order of size. So if you're doing a full body workout today, you're going to do your legs first, then your back, then your chest, and then your shoulders. Now within each body part, you're going to do compound exercises first and then isolation exercises later. A compound movement is one that uses multiple joints. Okay, so for example, any kind of a squat variation is a compound movement because it uses hips, knees, and ankles. Whereas if you sit on a leg extension machine, that only uses your knees. So the first one, the squat, is a compound movement, and the second one, the leg extension, is an isolation movement. Compound movements use more joints, so they use more muscle groups, which makes them a little bit harder, and this is why we want to do them at the beginning of a workout or at the beginning of that body part while you're fresh. Okay, what follows is a list of different compound movements that you can do for each body part. You're not going to do all of these. I'm just giving you options so that you can pick and choose. I've also put them in order based on the amount of strength you have to be able to do them. So if you're an absolute beginner, the first ones in the list are going to be options for you. So for squat variations, we have bodyweight squat, dumbbell squat, goblet squat, Smith machine squat, or a leg press and a barbell squat. The leg press is a squat variation that you can swap out for a barbell squat if for some reason you can't do barbell squats. For hamstrings and glutes, you have a dumbbell RDL. RDL stands for Romanian deadlift, a barbell RDL, and then also regular deadlifts, but I don't suggest regular deadlifts for brand new lifters. They're better for intermediate or advanced lifters. For your back, you have to pick one horizontal row variation. That would be a cable row, a machine row, or a dumbbell row. You want to pick a vertical pull variation, which would be a cable pull down or a pull up or an assisted pull up. For your chest, do a machine press. You could do a dumbbell press. You could do some kind of a push-up variation, and the incline push-ups are a little bit easier. You can do those up against a bench or up against a countertop. You have the barbell bench press. And for your shoulders, if you can do it, an overhead press variation of some sort with either a machine or with dumbbells is a good overall exercise for your entire shoulder. So for each body part, you're going to pick 1 or 2 compound exercises, and then you need to do isolation exercises for that same body part. Your muscles will be a little fatigued from the compound exercise you did, so you want to do something that's simple and a little bit safer in the isolation. So for legs, that could be a leg extension, a leg curl, or calf raises. For your chest, you could do a fly, like the machine machine fly or a dumbbell fly. For your shoulders, you could do front raises, or you could do rear raises for the back of your shoulders, the rear delts, or lateral raises to get the side of your shoulder. And then once that's done, then you can work on smaller muscle parts if you have time or if you still have energy. And your arms, that would be your bicep curls or tricep pushdowns or tricep kickbacks. And also, this would also be when you would do your abs. You would do your abs at the end of your workout. So for abs, you could do planks, you could do knee raises, or any ab exercise that you enjoy doing. Okay, just to give you an idea, let's say we have somebody who's going to do a leg workout. Here's a sample list of exercises in a leg workout in order. You would do a leg press first. The leg press is a compound movement and it works all of your muscles in your lower body, but it is quad focused. Then move to RDLs, whether that's a barbell RDL or a dumbbell RDL. That's also a compound movement and that's for hamstrings and glutes. Then do the leg extension. That is an isolation movement for quads. Do the leg curl. That is an isolation movement for hamstrings. And then finish off with calf raises because that's an isolation movement just for your calves. All right, to learn more about different kinds of splits with some sample workout programs, click into this video.